So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke. Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed.
Fair enough. Men are the only ones allowed to be in charge of anything.
So I just got off the subway and I'm carrying this big backpack and a picnic blanket and a book, right? Tell me why the hell there was one empty seat open and you know who raced me to that seat? A man, a grown man raced me to that seat.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to leave the house anymore. I just held the door open for 3 men. Men.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're looking at attention-seeking women getting humbled by men. Starting with this woman demanding equal pay while refusing equal responsibility.
Want to be equal or special?
We want equality with equal pay. I'm not trying to get beat. I want equal pay because it's like, why am I going to college? I'm getting A's and B's and this C.
Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I would clean sewers if it's more money.
Okay. Do you think most women would choose to do that?
I don't know what most women choose, but I'm talking about me.
Okay, no, I get that, but I'm saying I've interviewed hundreds of women, and most women actually would not choose the dangerous, dirty job. Is that possibly why a lot of women get paid less?
Well, if you're not willing to put in the work to get money, then that's your fault.
Why do we have the expression, that's a man's job?
Because certain things are a man's job. Because it's like, why gotta take the trash out if there's a man in the house?
Right, so I'm
or
just saying...
lift heavy things.
Well, right, but it says...
When I'm talking about equal rights, I want equal pay. I want equality.
Is it fair to say if you want equal privileges, you need equal responsibilities?
No, why is responsibility with equality?
Because you gotta
I'm just trying to get equal pay.
Because you gotta take the bad with the good.
Why can't I just have equal pay?
Don't you have to take the bad with the good?
No, you do not. We should have equality, period.
She is very disagreeable, which is one of the reasons she will not get the pay she wants, and will likely never find a partner either.
I have a bone to pick this morning with you men of this generation. I have an injured knee, you can obviously see. I come in struggling, I was pulling my bag behind me, come in struggling this morning, and there was a man in front of me, and he just swung the door and closed it in my face. And I don't want to give up on this generation of men. Please tell me I don't have to give up on you, okay? If you are a great man and you open the door for women, can you please comment? Because I really want to know there's still men out there, because I'm about to give up on you guys.
If you are injured, then that is completely different. But most men are tired of being nice, only to get called names for it.
Listen, I'm calling all gentlemen, or lack thereof. I'm going to tell you right now, every man on the planet, at least in the United States of America, needs a lesson on holding the door open for a lady. I'm serious. My 11-year-old son opens every door for me, opens my car door for me, walks me to my car, doesn't let me close the gate by myself. Right, my 11-year-old, which is about 10,000 times more than what I experience in public with my hands full trying to get in and out of a door. And there are men just like passing by, not holding the door open. Unreal. Y'all need to do better.
She can complain all she wants. But women themselves are the exact reason chivalry has disappeared. Up next, this woman cannot believe how gone Mr. Nice Guy is.
Let's talk about how, on average, I'm opening the door for men more than they open the door for me.
Apparently, that's a problem. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hearing about it.
I knew that chivalry was dead, but, I didn't know it was dead. I didn't know it was like this.
Like what? Being treated as an equal instead of a delicate, helpless woman that can't do anything for herself?
I don't mind being kind to men, opening the door for them, yeah. But it's just a little off-putting when it's 3 out of 5 times I'm opening the door for a man, and he's just going right through.
Well, a lot of women do that to men. They go right through the door and don't even say thank you. But yet somehow women are offended when they're treated in the same way.
You feel like a man after that? Me personally, I wouldn't feel like a man after that. I'd feel like a bitch.
It's rather ironic that when some women want to try to insult men, they usually end up referring to them by a term that was normally used to try to insult women, insinuating that they are feminine. Anyone else see the irony there?
And do you have any respect for yourselves? You guys, on average, guys, I'm really out here opening doors for men more than they're opening for me. We're talking about grown-ass men. We're talking about grown men, weird men, okay? Me, little lady, opening the door for you 3 to 5 times is kind of weird.
Interesting. And that goes right along with a little trend that I've been noticing, that some women really despise gender roles, except when it comes to men. They think that men apparently should stay in certain gender roles, but that it doesn't apply to women. Except, of course, when it benefits them.
Chivalry is not dead. Most men simply choose who they are chivalrous toward.
Somebody explain something to me, please. I want to know where all of the good men have gone. Where are all of the chivalrous men? Where are they? Because I just went into Circle K with a stroller, right? And there was nobody around except for the guy at the counter. And he's just staring at me as I'm struggling trying to get through the entrance. Struggling. Because there's no like handicapped, you know, push button where it opens. And I'm just like trying to get the stroller in there. And he's just staring at me. And then to top it off, another man walks in as I'm walking out of Circle K, watches me struggle again getting out of Circle K as I'm opening the door and trying to push the stroller through. What is going on? Where have all the good men gone? Where? Why? I just don't understand. There's no like kindness anymore. Where has all the kindness gone? I don't know. I don't know what to say. You guys have a good day. Hopefully better than mine. Bye!
There are many good men in the world. They are just respecting women's wishes to be treated equally. Now this woman explains why she believes men are the problem.
This how I knew the male species was dying. Because y'all ever, as a woman, you ever get up to the door and you hold the door and there's a man behind you and he, you know, reach out and let you walk first? When walking first in the door, talk about some, I appreciate you, I knew this was cooked. Because as a grown man, why are you okay with a woman holding the door for you? That make no sense. That's how I knew the male species was on a decline. Seriously. And then he be pressed to, thank you, appreciate that. All right, little mama, the press is boy. Like, can men go back to being men? Like, holding the door for women and like, can we bring that back? Because I'm just tired of little mama and them, little sister them, my homegirls and them in the streets acting like they don't got nuts between their damn legs. I don't know.
As a full-grown adult, you are capable of opening a door whether you are a man or a woman. Next, this man explains why he does not give up his seat on the train.
Hey fellas, you know it's our responsibility to give up our seat to a woman on the train if she needs it. You know, and I do. I was raised right, but I'm a feminist. Feminism is equality all across the board, socially, politically, economically. I can't just give you my seat because you're a woman. That's anti-feminism. I'm like, oh, you got lady legs, you can't stand. That's why you gotta judge the situation before you give up your seat. Here's what I do. If I'm on the train and I have a seat, this woman gets on the train, she needs a seat, but she has a Gucci bag. Well, miss, you can afford to stand. I feel bad, she's tired, but I'm tired too. I'm just tired with $3.
In the name of equality, there is no reason she should get that seat regardless of how much money she has. Up next, this woman explains her red flags in men.
Red flag in a guy. When he doesn't hold the door open for you or hold your bags or anything that's old school chivalry, huge red flag for me. So you want like a gentleman? A gentleman. I'm not asking for much. Just hold the bags, open the door, pay for things. I'll tip. Just pay the bill.
The Uber driver doesn't help the ladies. Look, the Uber driver is not helping the ladies to put on to load the truck. He's driving a Tesla. I think a Lyft driver. Is it? Yeah.
In that situation, if it were my job, I would have helped them personally, but to each their own. Next is another woman having a meltdown over being treated equally.
Are the gentlemen in the UK? Genuinely, where are they? Because not an ounce of testosterone has been spotted in the UK in the past 10 years, I swear. It feels like no man wants to be a gentleman these days. I don't get it. I'm gonna say every single man because of course that would be a generalization, but it just feels like men do not want to even try anymore to even be kind human beings, not even interact. I go to the gym pretty much every single day, and most days men will not hold the door open. They will simply just walk on by, which is fair. If you don't want to look at me, fair enough, I get it, I'm a redhead. To completely ignore me as a human being when I would open the door for anyone, a cat, a mouse, an animal, a male or a female. Please just open the door, have some respect for other human beings. And tell me why I'm walking down the street, I see a couple walking in this rain, you can hear the rain, and the man has a coat, the woman has just a t-shirt on. He clearly hasn't offered to give her the coat, help her with the bags that she's holding. She's holding 10 bags in this weather. That's not gentlemanly at all, because it does make us feel wanted when a man opens the door, when a man opens the car door, when they do little things like that cost nothing, it's free.
Men have tried to be polite for years, only for it to be labeled as creepy or harassment.
Damn, we out food at? Nah, boy. So we hungry.
I guarantee if a man had rushed over to help them, they still would have made content calling him creepy. Now this woman explains how she struggled after her car battery died and no one helped her.
Sitting at the gas station, fueling up my car as one does at the gas station if they're not there to get snacks. And I go to start my car and it won't start. That's suspicious. So I pop open the hood and I'm standing there looking inside. Now I'm just going to use my best common sense that it probably is the battery. My battery's probably dead. I'll contact AAA, say that I need a jump. But what is freaking bonkers to me is all of these men have come pulling up next to me, come and gone, and not one time, as I'm standing there looking like I don't know what I'm doing, as I'm looking at the engine of my car because I don't know what I'm doing. Is that the engine? Is that the freaking battery? Is that the alternator, the radiator? I don't know. Not one time has someone said, "Oh, hey ma'am, do you need some help?" Now, maybe I feel that way because I'm privileged, but...
She looks like the type who spent years telling men to back off, and now she is upset no one stepped in. Please make that make sense.
I just walked into the store and I held the door open for a person walking out. They just so happened to be a man. Didn't even get like a little nod, a little glance, or a thank you. First mistake was opening the door for a man. That's on me.
How many times have you seen a woman doing this job? And why aren't feminists fighting for more equality working in concrete? Huh?
Explain why heels make you more important than someone wearing sneakers, and maybe then you get the seat.
Girl hits a guy first. Do you think it's okay for the guy to hit the girl back?
No.
Why not?
I feel like the girl shouldn't even hit the guy first. Actually, that's a lie. No, I still think he can't.
Why can't he hit back?
Because that's disrespectful.
Why is it disrespectful for him to hit her but not for her to hit him?
Because, next question? Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
Nah.
She tried every excuse possible to justify it, but failed. Now this woman explains how she has felt unloved at the start of 2026.
What happened to dudes taking the initiative? Like, I'm not just talking about dudes who have a crush on you. I mean, like, just being a gentleman in general. Like, I was at the museum the other day, and there would only be, like, room for one person to walk through a doorway at a time. And these dudes are just, like, strolling right. They see you, but they don't give a hoot. And so I stand to the side, and I'm like, no, really, go ahead. But, like, what happened to chivalry? Even when it comes to opening a door, I will stand and hold the door for a party of like 10. My friend is like standing. Sorry, I don't feel good. My friend will be standing on one side of the doorway just waiting for me, and all these dudes are walking by. I'm like, isn't the nice thing to do to be like, I got it from here. What is going on? There was one dude at the bar the other day who would step to the side anytime my friends and I would pass, and I ended up telling him like, hey, never lose your sparkle, buddy, because, like, I appreciate it. You know, they need a little bit of encouragement, apparently.
It looks like she is getting a taste of her own medicine and cannot handle it. Now to the Whatever podcast, where these women cannot defend their own beliefs.
Who do you think should pay on the first date?
I think
It should be men.
I would say men for the first date.
A lot of you said you were feminists, right? You believe in equality. But it's interesting when it comes to paying for the first date, you want the guy to pay. How do you reconcile being in favor of equality but also holding men to their traditional gender roles?
I mean, I just left Lowe's and not one single guy asked to help me. Not one single guy said, would you like help carrying that out? But they all liked me, all through the store. Really? It's your fault you're lonely, because you guys forgot manners, morals, and respect. Guess what? You ain't gonna get it, because you can't. You can't afford it.
You may not be able to afford certain things, but what you truly cannot afford is a healthy relationship. Much like this woman complaining about being a full-grown adult.
I hope my husband acts better in public than some of these guys. Because why is it never once has anybody ever offered to help? I could be putting big cases of water in the car. You could see I'm struggling. Face is turning red. They're heavy for me. I could have the baby in like one hand. I'm struggling. Whatever the case may be, never once has somebody said, ma'am, do you need help? Can I help you? I pray that my husband, if he sees somebody struggling, whether it's a young lady, an old lady, a man, this, hey, can I help you? That looks so heavy. Can I help you? I know a lot. I don't want my husband ever helping a lady. Like, let me find out. Okay, well, that's you probably, I'm not saying for my husband to ask them on a date, but be a gentleman. Be respectful. These people are watching me, struggling, and they're like, okay.
Ma'am, it is time to grow up. You do not need men to help you with everything. Up next, a Karen tries to trash talk a man in public.
What is this? Is this ice? Are you an ice piece of? Is that what you are? Are you some ice piece of? Is that what you are? Because you won't say your name? Is that what you are? You some ice piece of? Are you some ice garbage person? Is that what you are? You must be, or you would have said. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you some ice piece of? You some ice piece of? Huh? Some ice piece of? Is that what you are? Is that what you are? Is that what you are? Some ice piece of? Ice garbage? Are you ice garbage? Is that what you are? Ice garbage? Is that what you are?
She got exactly what she deserved because her behavior was outrageous. Now, this next woman seems to have hit the wall of reality very hard.
Okay, does anybody else, like when, specifically women, I'm talking to women, okay? Does anybody else, when you're walking through a door and a man doesn't open the door for you, like you're just like if a man's coming in, right? Like a man is coming in the door and they don't hold the door open for you, like I'm actively about to walk through that same door. Do you not just like, what is happening? What is happening? Or like you know what I say in my head every single time? Like they'll walk through it first and let it shut in my face. All I hear in my head, I go, chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead.
Single for a minute, because little should be making me not want you no more. What the f*** me you didn't just hold the door for me? Why the f*** am I touching the door handle? Why the f*** am I touching the door? Why the f***? Ooh, that just pissed me. Now I don't want, now you weird. Now you weird, now I don't want you no more. Get the f*** out. We never talking again. Why am I touching the door? Yo, that's a big problem. Why am I touching the door? The problem is nobody has gentleman etiquette no more. Nobody knows how to be a gentleman no more. Nobody wants to be a gentleman no more. Everybody want to be gay. Cause what you mean I open the door? Like, ew.
With an attitude like that, she will never receive chivalry from any man. Up next, sheriffs explain a growing trend they are seeing.
She comes in and she's already uglier than a mud fence, right? And then As you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude, and look what he really looks like. Yeah, he looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie someplace. I don't know. This is what's happening. People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy. So this is the before and after, you know. When you find them in the bar at night, you know, you try to drink them pretty, and you wake up the next morning and you see this. Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly. Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just got to get out of there. You don't care about the Rolex. But that's the kind of people we're going to talk about today.
That is extremely alarming and the last thing any of us want to be involved in. Now, this woman gets educated on why equality actually works both ways.
You define like white privilege.
How would you define white privilege?
Like getting better access, more opportunities because of your skin color, or like because you're white, I guess.
What system in place right now gives white people an advantage over black people?
I feel like it's less like a system, like institutions, and more just like day to day, like how people act.
No, I hear what you're saying because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people share that same sentiment.
Right.
I just think that it's more of a feeling than a reality. I think that if you look at majority of people, they're not going to treat a black person any different. Do you believe that any of your professors here on campus, does any of them discriminate against you on your grades, the way they teach? Do they treat you any different in the classroom?
No.
Most people's experience is like yours, but yet they feel like somebody else may be experiencing discrimination.
Okay.
And I would argue that it's propaganda more so than reality.
He is absolutely correct. It is 2026 and that nonsense is over. Up next, Charlie Kirk humbles a college student who believes there are unlimited genders.
What exactly about me will you be protesting?
I think that you're a transphobic piece of...
What, that I believe there's only two genders?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many genders are there?
I don't think that's a quantifiable number. I think gender is an open concept.
How about like 100? Is that too many?
I think I just said it's not quantifiable.
Every
I think
time
it's
you
an open
annoy us,
concept.
we add 5.
Oh, okay. So unlimited amounts of gender. So you respect a Kaleo gender, which is people who believe they're from outer space? Because that's a new gender that just came out.
Sure, that sounds awesome.
Okay. So gender and are not directly related at all?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. So gender is just a social construct?
100%.
So where on your body is gender then?
It's not it's not a biological concept.
But it's somewhere.
Body is idiocy.
Well, I wouldn't say that would exist in my particular being. Gender and are directly related. You could try to ignore that all you want.
I mean, yeah, you can screw your transphobic.
Well, actually, people can be free to whatever they want to do, but if you don't have societal or biological standards, then you could divulge into chaos. You divulge into chaos. Hundreds of genders, 500.
Produce chaos. Tell me.
Well, because if people don't have any... So for example, do you think 3-year-olds should be able to choose whatever gender they are?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
So a 3-year-old should have equal... If born a biological male, and a parent says, oh yeah, you know, there's no difference between men and women. That's perfectly fine.
That's beautiful. I love that.
I guess there are men, women, and people like that. Now this aggressive grandmother gets triggered for no reason.
10 years older than you are.
Okay.
Trans people have just as many rights as anybody else. If you don't believe...
No, I agree. I'm just saying there's no
Are you going to let me talk, or are you going to talk over me? If you're going to talk over me, then there's no point for you to even be here, because this is not... Yeah. See? I can battle back with you. You should be. Because you are violating people's freedom of speech.
Oh my God.
Sorry to break it to you, ma'am, but that ship sailed a long time ago. Now back to the podcast where the host explains why the pay gap is not what people claim it is.
It was actually true that you could hire women and you could pay your workforce and save 20%, 30% on salary. Wouldn't the companies just hire women if it was actually true that you could just pay women less?
But for these large corporations that are governed and run by men,
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all governed by women. Look at the HR department.
The HR departments, hiring departments.
If you're talking about current day, we're also talking about equal pay.
When you say equal, though, why do you think it needs to be equal?
Your professional life, it should be equal.
You think that there should be the exact same amount of men and women in the exact same amount of positions getting the exact same pay?
I think it should be based on, your resume, your experience.
And that's why women get paid less.
How's that?
Women have to take time out for maternity leave. Men are willing to work a lot longer hours. If a man works a lot longer hours, then he's going to get paid more. And also they have different interests as well. I mean, men will tend to go into STEM fields, and STEM fields pay more, whereas women tend to go to pink jobs. They tend to go to childcare.
I typically find that there's more women in my STEM field classes than men, personally.
Yeah, but it's classes. But you look into the workplace, and then they're absolutely dominated by men, because men are more interested in things, and women are more interested in people.
If you want equal pay, you need to put in equal work. It really is that simple.
Swear to God.
What?
You're in close proximity to me. I'm going to throw hands.
Honest to goodness. If you hit me.
What?
If you hit me on camera, I would hit you back. I would hit you back, and I would hit you in the stomach hard.
Where I can't breathe because of this horse.
And I would say, I'm pressing charges unless you let me post the clip. That's my clip.
That man is completely justified, especially if she kept him in the friend zone. Now this next clip is interesting, so let me know your thoughts.
Yes, queen for unlimited.
Yes, queen for unlimited. Vote for LGBTQ
baby.
rights.
Vote for gay. Am I right?
A vote for gay.
What about clean shave or beards?
Oh, I prefer clean shave.
Okay, great.
Yes, I prefer clean shave.
Oh, yeah. I like you're nice and clean shaven too.
I have a clean shave.
Can I touch your face one more time?
You may.
Can I kiss your cheek?
You may. Okay.
You're so yummy. Yeah.
What channel are we going to be on?
Can I kiss your lips, baby? Come here, Shawty.
What channel?
You're so hot.
Oh, what channel are we going to be on?
We're going to be on Yes Queen Network.
There was a lot going on there that I would want no part of. Now this man gets harassed on a public street for no apparent reason.
As long as you guys stay over here, we're chill. If we move back over there, then we'll have to come back, right? We just need to
Oh, I can go over there.
not with all. You can, but just
I absolutely can.
We're just trying to mitigate any issues, right? So if you guys are here, I'm totally okay with
I
it.
never have any issues with anybody. I mind my own business.
Okay.
So,
And if that's how you feel, that's totally fine. I'm
but
just
sometimes I
saying,
go over to the art gallery, and if they have a problem with me, that's their problem, not mine.
Okay. Perfect. Glad
All right.
to know you're being reasonable. Have a
Yep.
good day.
Thank you.
Place at the end of the day.
So, I was over at the art gallery. You can come on in here, Pierre.
Yeah, sure.
Just come this way a little.
Yep.
This is Pierre Barnes. He's awesome. He's amazing.
Yep.
He has exposed all the crazy books in schools all across Canada.
Yeah, I did
Right?
actually, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, we were just over at the art gallery, just 2 blocks away. And there's some pro-Palestine protests starting up. We were there for 5 minutes. I had one conversation with someone, and there's some music playing, so we came back over here.
Yep.
Already, as we were leaving there, a police officer came.
Mm-hmm.
He thought maybe there was some LGBT protest going on over there. And there isn't, but someone had obviously called to complain. And now these 2 female police officers come over, and what did they just do?
No,
they tried to tell me I shouldn't go over there.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do now?
Well, we're going to go over there.
I'm going to go over there.
That'd be a good idea.
Because this is a free country.
Yeah, I know. I think we have to exercise our freedom of movement too, right?
Yeah. Every time someone tells me I can't be somewhere on a public street, I'm going to go there twice as long. So, yeah, let's go back. All right.
And finally, a woman becomes aggressive in a parking lot, and a man has to step in and calm her down.
first step, I ain't gonna lie, that was... I mean, but she said she got joked, that's what she did. When she talked about me. Don't talk about a triple OG like that. This motherfucker don't even know me. I'm dead. Girl, leave him alone. What you doing? They got me trying. She's very disrespectful. She deserves everything. Yeah, she's